Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I wanted to do some wormhole exploration because this is an activity that I did about 6 years ago, and I've never touched it ever since I died to some unfortunate campers. But wormhole gas harvesting or wormhole exploration in a mining rig can actually be very profitable and also quite fun as well, because unlike normal exploration where you go and hack for data and relic sites, I find that it's not usually too hard to find the gas sites. You can usually find some sort of gas site. The question is though how valuable they are, but also if you find them, then you actually are pretty much set for quite a bit of time. You just harvest it for a bit, and then you've got like a full cargo hold, then you can go home. Unlike the hacking in data and relic sites where you find a site, but then you need to keep finding more until you can get some significant value in your cargo hold. And then also when you're doing these kinds of gas harvesting in a prospect, and that's what I'm planning on to do it, then you can also encounter these NPCs that can try to get you while you're harvesting. So it can get pretty intense sometimes, so you have to be on the lookout just to not get sniped by these NPCs. So the types of gas sites we want to look for, as far as I remember from before, it could have changed. I go into this quite blind, but the fullerite clouds are what used to be the really valuable types of gas. So we'll test this out, see how it goes, because I remember that not so long ago I was in nullsec with a prospect and it didn't turn out too well. So we're going to test this, see how this works. I'm going to buy this prospect here, and then we're going to also fit it with some relic and data analyzers, because it can be good. It can be good in case we find some nice relic sites to have the data and relic sites. Data sites maybe not so much, but relic sites almost always are worth it. Let's go here, prospect. I'm actually here in nullsec after I'm here in highsec after being in nullsec for a bit. I just gone back here quickly because I felt like being in the wormhole space, and I've got then this prospect to be able to do that. To be honest, I could have actually may as well just gone through a wormhole in nullsec at the same time as well, but I wanted to do this way instead. Is it just me, or do the details look like they're lower quality in the prospect? Feels like the graphics are a little bit worse. But either way, it's important to use your favorite skin. I'm using the Garista's one then. And then what we want to do is, I think if we can, I'm not sure if we got a dirty or clean ship. Yeah, it looks quite clean now. I think that's maybe why the hull was looking pretty filthy. Okay, so, oh yeah, this is the wrong ship here. So we'll go here and go for prospect. T2 gas, this is the one we want to use. Exactly, this is the fresh one here. And that explains why it was dirty. So what I want to do here is I'll actually take one of these and put a relic analyzer. And then we'll have a data analyzer in our cargo hold just in case. So put a relic analyzer. And we've got tech ones here, those are really bad. Analyzer 2. Relic analyzer. And data analyzer. So we'll put this in here. Data analyzer, and I'll equip the relic because those are usually the sites that are a lot more valuable, so we have that so we don't have to refit. We can put a mobile depot here so we can refit on the go. And I think it's better that we have some core scanner. We do have some of these sister ones that are a lot better than the regular ones, so we'll have 16 of these and put the core scanner probe into here. Great. And then we'll remove one of the gas cloud harvesters and put one of these core probe launchers and see what we can find. Okay, great. So we're able to tackle both the data relic sites and the gas sites. That's perfect, but we're going to be focusing more on the gas sites because that is what we're focused on. Okay, let's undock here. We'll go around see if we can find any decent wormholes. I want to preferably find the, to be honest, there's actually this is the downside of it going like this, where you're going a bit multi-role with the relic analyzer and then gas harvesters at the same time. Because the issue is, in gas harvesting, you usually find the best types of gas in the C5 and C6 wormholes. Last time that was the case at least, and now we're going to be going there. It will cause issues with trying to find the good relic sites, because the relic sites, usually the best ones we can find are in the C3 and lower, because in the C4 and up you find all these those how do you say, the drifter sites, and those are not really appropriate for us because you would want to have a proper combat ship to be able to take on those. So what I can do is when I find a mobile depot, then or when I find a gas site, then we'll go and use the mobile depot to refit our ship. So that we have 2 gas cloud harvesters here. I see all these cool home front operations nowadays. I would actually like to do it, but unfortunately I don't have any people to do them with. Yeah, it's hard to organise. I find it hard to organise the people to be able to do it. I think you need 5 people to be able to do these, something like that. Oh, a wormhole straight away. Perfect. Probably is not such a good wormhole though. Garista's hideaway as well. Nothing we need really. Oh, that was a little bit too small. Unstable wormhole. Move the core probes a little bit. Great, let's go to that unstable wormhole. See what we can find here. Must be very popular if it is anything of significance, because this is a wormhole straight outside G-top, just 1 jump away. So they are very likely going to be like a useful wormhole, you could say. X702, isn't that like a null stack or something like that? Unknown parts of space, okay. Nice to see. Well, we'll name this entry. I like it, naming the ones I go through called entry, and then the ones I came through wormy. Entry, let's go through here. Hopefully we're gonna get blapped the second we get through here. Conquer will not be able to help me in here. Okay, cool. Save this. Save this as wormy. See if we can scan down the system, find anything interesting. There's no asteroid belts, are there? No, there's no asteroid belts. Can warp with a planet, and also make it safe, and launch the core probes in the meantime. And we can also clock up here, and we're quite safe. Oh, it's a class 3 wormhole. This is a very optimal one for getting a relic and data site, so unlikely we'll find that. But perhaps we can find some gas sites here. That's what I love about going with ships that are able to do multiple exploration activities at the same time, because it feels always like the luck is not on your side when you're just going for one of them. Yeah, look at that. Found a gas site straight away. Let's test this out, see what we can find. Keep an eye on the D-scan as well. Token perimeter reservoir, let's go here. And then we can keep scanning in the meantime while we're gas cloud harvesting. Actually, no, we should not. Actually, it's not a good idea that we warped it, because I think there's a timer for the NPCs to spawn in. And that'll start ticking the second we warp in here. Mining. Let's get the MTU or the mobile depot down maybe. And then we can start harvesting one of these. A game of wormholes, look how many wormholes there are. Now we can just harvest this gas here. I don't think this is particularly valuable. It could be, I mean it's a fullerite. I think fullerites usually are worth quite a bit. Move that. Scanning blob up a little bit. Okay, we've got another unstable wormhole scan down. Move the core scanner probes ever so slightly. Okay, we can soon refit here. To be honest, I don't see really how important this Covert cloaking device is. If you want to have 2 gas cloud harvesters, if you want to have 1, then I can see why, but 2 doesn't seem to be worth it. Okay, we've got 40 units of fullerite C70. Let's refit slightly. And just end that scan there. Great. Unfortunately, now we're not going to be able to scan simultaneously, but at least we'll be able to get more gas here. Recall those probes. Close the window. And then we can use the second one on this one here. Let's check the value. 400,000, not too bad. And that was just 1 cycle, I believe. Is there any indication of how many units you get? No, there doesn't seem to be any here. I think every cycle you get like 200,000 or something like that, 40 per cycle. So if we'll get 100 times this value Oh, that's 60 million for a full cargo hold because we've got 12,000 here. Oh, this one is not as valuable as T60. C70 is better. Let's retrieve that mobile depot. Important actually, because if we lose that, then we're not able to refit to the core probe scanner, and we won't be able to refit to get out of here. That'll be very unfortunate. We'll have to probably beg people here to deploy a mobile depot, or perhaps see if we can find some citadels nearby. There's no residue because it said loss of residue was very little there. That's nice. So we're able to get the Fullerites here. Could also have the, you could, to be honest, have the core scanner probe but ditch the Covert ops, but there's actually not enough cargo space because it's there's so little space in our cargo hold and so much space this Covert ops clocking device takes. I think it's like 100 cubic meters, yeah. It is. The scenery looks pretty cool here. Looks like an exploded star. I think it is a supernova. No cataclysmic variable effects. A cataclysmic star. We're at 2 million now. I don't know how much better this rate is compared to Project Discovery, because it's quite hard to defeat Project Discovery, but not too bad. We've been in this wormhole for 6 minutes now. And Project Discovery ticks usually 1 mil every 5 minutes at best. It's pretty good. We can just chill here and harvest away, and eventually we'll see some NPCs spawn in, and stuff starts getting spicy. Could maybe align to one of these safes, but then the only thing I worry is that if we align to the safe, we might not be able to harvest any more gas. We'll be too far away from it, so we'll just sort of turn our ship towards the safe, so we have it ready for later. What we're sitting on now, almost 3 million. I like how this gas takes so little space in our cargo hold. We also seem to be harvesting pretty fast as well. I think the venture is quite a bit slower. Could be wrong though. Gas cloud scoop. I think I might actually be able to align, because it seems like this whole thing is considered to be the gas cloud, so I think it would be safe to align. If we go very slowly though, but we are pretty quick, even we're very quick actually for a ship that has no propulsion module. 550 meters a second with the MWD, and we go over 3k a second, so we're actually quite quick. Maybe stop a bit there, don't want to go too far away. Yep, look at that, you see that we got too far away now. Just a quick bounce with the MWD is all it takes to get there. We weren't that far away. We can align slightly, and then we stop here. Oh no, that gas cloud is very, very far away suddenly. We get a bit closer here. Now we stop. I wonder what the most valuable fullerite is. Fullerite, I think it's the C320 that's the best. Oh, look at that. 540. It seems like the higher number, the more valuable these are. 320, 540. This one's the best one. Each unit 45k, so that will be essentially 10 times the value of this. Oh, we would have already had 40 million. Whoa. So that's really a good type of gas to search for. If you're able to find that, you've hit the jackpot. Then the ship would already have paid itself back. So that would be a cool quest to have, to go on the hunt for the Fullerite C320s. I think you have to be in the high class wormholes though that I was mentioning before. I never really understand how these warp core stabilizers work. You have to like activate them and then you're suddenly not like you're immune to the warp effect, or how does it work? Because I always remember them being a passive module, and then they changed them to active modules and I never bothered using them anymore. When are those NPCs going to spawn in? They're just relaxing, not doing anything. But I get the idea here. The low tier full of rides. I wonder what the lowest is. 320. No, 320 is actually not that. Or 32 is not that bad. 60. You know, the one we're harvesting right now, C60 and C70 is probably the two worst, one of the two worst gas types. So it can definitely be a lot better than this. But I think we're going to have to take a bit of a break for now. We get the idea here. We're going to be harvesting this gas here. Eventually, the NPCs will come in, and then we can either, I know some people, what they do is they use their propulsion module to kite them, or they just warp out. In our case, we're just going to warp out for the time being. We'll probably do some more later, or some other kind of activity. Until then, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to be sleeping there a little bit in this wormhole. If you did enjoy the video or learn something new, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.